Being really interesting to hear Paul Ince's take on the two squads, essentially. He said it's very difficult to compare the Euro 96 squad to this current squad, but then kind of actually then went on to say, but Euro 96 was better than this one. Interestingly, he said, though, if he had to pick one of the strikers, whether that's Shearer or Kane, it would be Shearer for him. Does that make sense?
It's an opinion. I mean,
Yeah,
look, we're talking about...
But who would you pick?
Well, I would pick who was when they were at their best, and I think Alan, at his very best, is just a tad better than Kane.
First name terms, Alan.
Well, I played against a lot of the 96 team, and I would say Alan Shearer was a tad in front of Kane.
Okay,
but it's a tad, and there's not. And Kane has still got still got a good number of years to play, and I might have in 5 years' time a different opinion and say over the career. But his very best, I would say Shearer.
Mm-hmm.
But they're two exceptional centre forwards.
But like
what a
you
choice.
say, yeah, of course. And I suppose when you're looking at one player's still playing and one player's finished their career, it's quite easy to sort of a lot
of them England players established their career now at that time. You know, you talk about Gazza. He was fantastic in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
No, Gazza was a better player in 90 than he was in 96. He still had a massive impact in that tournament. But Gazza in 1990 was unbelievable, unplayable, probably one of the best players, if not the best, in the world at that time.
Yeah.
You know, and they had other players. You know, we look at England and we're thinking of who could get close to Kane, who could play, just behind Kane. Would you say that if Mason Mount played there today, would you say he was better than Sheringham? Mm-hmm. You know, that they had a lot more established players who had been playing people like we're talking about Grealish can be a Gazza and that sort of, player that can make a difference.
Yeah.
England had to establish players who were making a difference at that time.
Mm. So that's perhaps the difference of this squad that we're seeing now for Gareth Southgate. It's an emerging squad.
Exactly. And then we might say after this tournament, if one of them has an unbelievable tournament, we might say Phil Foden is this because of what he's done, or Grealish, or Mount, or, we might... look, you've got to have a great tournament. Gazza had that in 90. Gazza was fantastic for England in 1990.
That squad in 96 then, should it have won the Euros?
Yeah, it was the best team. Without a doubt.
That's why I cried.
No, they were the best team. They lost on a penalty shootout, but to me, they were the best team in the tournament. Didn't win it, but there are teams that can be the best team and don't win tournaments. Mm-hmm. I've seen over my life, I would have said Brazil in 82, the best team I'd seen in that tournament, and Italy knocked them out. It happens. That a great side can be beaten. I thought the Dutch team of 1974 with Johan Cruyff, when I was a young boy watching them, I thought they were the best team in the tournament. They got beaten in the final by Germany. Yeah.
So that 96 squad, as you say, should have won it based on the squad and how they were playing. In terms of that 96 squad and every squad we've had since, should England at all have won any other tournament since
1990 and 96 were the two tournaments.
For you.
I think England could have won. If you take the final, which was a bit of a dull affair with Germany and Argentina, I felt England could easily win under Bobby Robson. And look, we were in the same group as England in that tournament, in the qualifying, the first group game. So we drew with England there, and we knew that England were very close. They played Cameroon. I can remember Jack Charlton coming in. I was telling one of the boys before we started, come in and said, we don't want to play Cameroon. Yeah. They're a tough side to play against. They're a big side, physical. He was and England got Cameroon, and he was delighted because obviously the finishing positions of our group. But he didn't want Cameroon. He knew, and they scared the life out of England.
Oh, what could have been, eh?
But England had a side good enough to win in 90 and 96 as well, with Venable and Robson, both them teams.
Curses penalty shootout. Don't forget England-Croatia live here on talkSPORT. Kickoff is at 2:00. You've got Jim Proudfoot and Stuart Pearce bringing you that one with Mark Saggers in the hot seat as well. 3 live games bringing you across the talkSPORT network today.